subscribe.
一体どんな手を使って
どんな手も何も俺は元から
登録していた。
Card Kaizoku.
This video is sponsored by Nen Garden. Their latest spring collection just dropped, featuring 3 new designs. My favorite one being the whole cake design. Look at all the details. To celebrate, they're running a spring sale. Buy one and get any classic mat 40% off with code SPRINGSALE. Plus, Nen10 automatically saves you 10% at checkout. And you can stack this with my code Kaizoku for an additional 5% off on top of that. This video is sponsored by gumgum.gg. Discover Western OP10 lists and Eastern OP11 lists on gumgum.gg. Updated daily. Be the first to see decks for new leaders as they emerge. With over 1,000 deck lists per set, gumgum.gg has all the top strategies as soon as they drop. This video is sponsored by Card Market, Europe's largest online marketplace for trading card games. Part 2 of our OP11 first impressions set review. We did red, green, and blue in the other video. I'll probably link to it in the description if you haven't seen it yet. We're going to be taking a look at the rest of the set, purple, black, and yellow. Again, this is going to be the first time I'm looking at a lot of these cards, so hopefully maybe you don't know them either. We can look at them together, or if you do know it, you could just, I don't know, compare my impression with yours, I guess. I don't know how you guys consume this video, but it's out there. So let's just get started with a purple here. Purple, we have a new leader, monocolor, purple Charlotte Katakuri Kiarakuri. I still get to make that joke into OP11. Nice, nice. Okay, when attacking on opponent's attack once per turn, down -1, look at the top card of your opponent's deck, then this leader gets 1000 power during this battle. So what does that mean? That means when you down -1, you get 1k power just for a battle. It would have been nice if it lasted the whole turn, but only once per turn too. But yeah, it lets you turn a down minus into either 1k power on your attack or 1k counter on your opponent's attack once. Okay. I mean, yeah, it's monocolor, so we can't expect anything too strong. I like that you can use it on both you and your opponent's turn, so we'll see if that makes a difference in the end. Obviously, I'm comparing it to the yellow Katakuri who gets plus 2k on your own turn but nothing on your opponent's turn, so this kind of like democratizes the power, I guess, but you don't get to do anything with life. You get to look at your opponent's top card of their deck though. Okay, up next we have Little Sadie. Or is it Little Sadie? Probably Little Sadie? No, like sadistic, right? Sadie? Okay, 2 cost, 2k counter, 2k power, 2 on play, down -1. If your leader has to impl down type rest with one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 3 or less. Okay, so it's only usable in an impl down deck. Is it just Hanya Ball and Magellan? Oh, yeah, Ivankov too, but this is a purple card, right? So yeah, for these 2 decks, I guess it's probably for Hanya Ball because he's the more recent of the 2. But yeah, it's just a 2k counter for the deck. I guess it's nice to be able to rest a 3 cost or less. We have Sol Death, who is just a vanilla. Also impl down. Okay, so they're not all Big Mom cards in purple here. We have Charlotte Anana. 1/1/1, if you have a character other than Charlotte Anana with the Big Mom Pirates type, this character gains blocker. Okay, so if you're running like a pudding deck or a pure purple Big Mom Katakuri deck, it's a 1 cost blocker, that's not bad. And it has counter too, it's not bad. Right, I think most of the Big Mom Pirates decks run mostly Big Mom Pirates type cards anyway. We have Charlotte Oven, 4 cost, 5k, 1k counter. Activate May, you can rest this character. Declare a cost of your choice and reveal the top card of your opponent's deck. If the revealed card has the same cost as the declared cost, get to one of your opponent's characters with an original cost of 3 or less and add it to 1 down card from your down deck and rest it. Okay, so that's a long ass effect. I guess that's why Katakuri's leader ability lets you look at your opponent's top card of their deck, because yeah, Oven, if you know what it is, you declare it, you can pop it 3 costs or less. I guess this is good on curve, right? Because you're forward on turn, your opponent just played a 3-drop. You pop this guy out, you'll kill whatever they just played, and then you ramp too, right? But it's only good on that turn. I think after that, this card just becomes like a 1k counter or like a desperation 4k or 4 cost 5k body. But yeah, I guess the fact that it kills whatever your opponent just played on 3 makes it pretty workable, right? It ramps too, so it's not just a one and done kind of thing, or not a one-dimensional kind of card. I mean, up next is 8 cost, another new 8 cost Katakuri, who's also 8k power, no counter. Blocker, end of your turn, set up to 2 of your Big Mom Pirates type characters with the cost of 3 or more as active. Then add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and rest it. Okay, it's an SR yet. I do think this is quite strong, right? Because he can untap himself. He's a blocker that can attack. That's what makes it really good. And then the fact that you ramp a rested Dawn might be for the leader ability, right? Because you have the Dawn -1. So this mitigates at least 1 activation of it, right? You go to 8, you play him out, you'll attack with leader for 6. Dawn -1, and as a turn you get it back, you go back to 10 next turn. Yeah, that's pretty good. And this turns any other Big Mom Pirates type blocker in your deck into an attacker too. Or even like the 9 cost Linlen, right? I feel like that's a good card with this Katakuri. Right, you swing with it and then it untaps itself to protect itself. Or even multiple of this Katakuri, they all untap each other. Yeah, the fact that it's 2 is kind of crazy. If it did it to himself, it would already be a good card. Up next is Charlotte Daifuku, who's just a vanilla 2k counter. A purple one. I kind of wish it was a straw hat, but maybe next set. Then we have Charlotte Brule. Oh, where's my little buddy? My little me. One second. Oh, there I am. Whoops. Okay, so what does Brule do? 3/4 1k counter. On play, you may add the top card of your life cards to your hand. If your leader has the Big Mom Pirates type, add it to 1 active Dawn for your Dawn deck. So you lose a life to ramp for 3. But aren't there other good cards that already do that for 3? Right? Like it's to die for ramps for 3 and then you don't have to lose a life. So I don't know, Brule. Okay, up next is a putting 1 cost 0k power 1k counter on play. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Reveal up to a cost 2 or greater Big Mom Pirates type, add to your hand, and then activate main Dawn -1. You can rest this character. Look at the top card of your opponent's deck. Okay, so it's that new cycle of 1-drop searchers that have an activate main effect with no power. I guess it's okay, but you already have your leader ability to look at the top card of your opponent's deck. Do you want to use it with this pudding as well? Right, because you have to Dawn -1 anyway. Might as well make your leader a 6k. So I don't know what this is for. I guess the on play is still great. But yeah, I kind of feel like the activate main's a swing and a miss. I guess it's for any other purple deck. But yeah, swing and a miss to me, IMHO. Up next is Charlotte Perospero, 5 cost 7k. Activate main once per turn. You can trash 1 card from your hand, declare a cost, yada yada yada, reveal. And then if it is the declared cost, draw 1 card and add to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck as active. Okay, so it's ramp at 5 Dawn. And you draw a card too. This is actually not too bad. So I guess it's if you already know what's on top of your deck, then yeah, you're +1 in Dawn. But if you want to use your leader ability to check, this Perospero draws you a card. 5/7 draw you a card. I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, but you have to trash a card in your hand. I forgot about that part. Never mind. So you're net neutral in cards in hand, and you're net neutral in Dawn if you use your leader ability, right? So he's just the vanilla that cycles your hand with no counter. Actually, nah, I don't think I like him anymore. Okay, up next is Charlotte Montdor, 3 cost 4k 2k counter. Activate main once per turn, Dawn -1, you can rest this character. Your opponent places 2 cards from their trash to the bottom of their deck in any order, then add the top card of your life cards to your hand. Huh? So you lose a life and you Dawn -1 and you rest this character. 3 bad things, and the benefit you get from that is you can remove 2 cards from their trash to the bottom of their deck. I mean, I guess it's like BY tech. BY Luffy tech, he could play this out to remove some of his 5 cost brothers, and then Lucci tech to remove their Rebekahs and stuff. But the thing is, the opponent chooses the 2 cards, so oh yeah, he's a 2k counter, so I guess that's all he is. His activate main is like one of the worst effects I've ever read. Okay, moving on. A new 10 cost Big Mom, 10 cost 12k Charlotte Linlen. If your leader has a Big Mom Pirates type, this character gains Rush. Ooh, 10 cost 12k Rush in purple without any Dawn minus costs. On opponent's attack, once per turn, Dawn -5, you may declare a cost, reveal it to 1 card from the top of your opponent's deck. If the revealed card has the same cost as the declared cost, give it to one of your leaders plus 2k power during this turn. Huh? -5 Dawn to be a 7k base? I don't think that's good. Because like the blue-yellow Nami can do it just with 1 Dawn attached to her leader. Is this good? It sounds like it sucks. But besides the rush part, in a Katakuri deck she'll get rush. Would you ever Dawn -5? Right? That seems quite steep. Because the 9 cost Kaido, this one here, also Dawn -5, but at least it kills the 6 cost and then he can attack afterwards. This Linlen, yeah. Where is she? She can attack, but I don't know if it's worth Dawn -5 for that. Could be wrong, I don't know. But it just seems way too steep for my blood. We have Strusen, 3 cost 3k power when he was younger. 2k counter. Activate main once per turn, Dawn -1. You can rest this character and then declare the cost, yada yada yada. What do you do if you get it right? You can rest up to one of your opponent's characters with the cost of 4 or less. Okay, that's usable, right? It's a Izo effect for 3. But you have to Dawn -1. It's activate main though, so you can use it every turn. Yeah, this is actually the most usable 2k counter so far out of all the shitty ones we just saw. Jaguar de Sol, 6 cost 6k on play. If your leader is Nico Robin and you have 7 or more Dawn cards on your field, draw 2 cards. Then on trigger, activate the on play. Yeah, the trigger is great, right? You can draw 2, but I don't know if you want to play this guy out for 6. It seems like you have to be at 7, right? So 7 Dawn, spend 6 Dawn to develop a 6k. Well, if I think, like, let's say you're paying 4 Dawn for vanilla, and then it's 2 Dawn to draw 2 cards. In that case, it's not too bad. Yeah, I guess if you have nothing else to do on that turn, Jaguar de Sol works, and then it leads into your next turn where you're playing like your Yamatos and then Ace to turn after that. But the fact that it doesn't have counter is kind of kind of tricksy, but yeah, in a Robin deck, let me bring up Robin. I gotta remember to do that. Robin, she can just discard it because it has a trigger card, so if it's stuck in your hand, you can use it to ramp with, I guess. Yeah, not the worst thing in the world. Okay, Hanya Ball, 5 cost 5k power, 1k counter blocker. On play, if your leader has Impel Down type, you can play one Impel Down type character with the cost of 3 or less from your hand. Okay, what are the Impel Down characters with the cost of 3 or less? Impel Down and 3. I should put in a way to do like less than 3 or something. That's something I'm going to work on after this. Or actually, it might be more specific if I filter with the cost drop down. Okay, so we have Sadi, the 2k counter. We have Mino Rhinoceros, we have Ivankov, and then EB02 Magellan. Oh, so you can kind of do like a film Luffy kind of effect, right? You'll play Hanya Ball, then you'll play Magellan into a 2 cost, which is like Domino or Little Sadi. So this one can rest a 3 cost or less. Oh, this is one we just saw earlier. This one's a blocker, and then Prince Bellet does nothing on play. What about 1 cost? Oh, there's this Hanya Ball Searcher, and then Sell Death to a Buggy too. Maybe, yeah, that does seem pretty nice, right? You'll do Hanya Ball into Magellan into Buggy and then Search. And then what does freaking Hanya Ball do again? The leader? It has something to do with returning characters, right? Is it 2 ends? Yeah, it is. Okay. You may return one of your cost 2 or greater. Okay, so never mind. Oh, but yeah, that's the Magellan, just not the Buggy at the end. Okay, if you return it back to your hand, you can set it to 1 Dawn for your Dawn deck is active. I don't know. Doesn't seem all that great. But yeah, you have a blocker that can cheat out another body that can cheat out another body, I guess. Okay, Randolph, 1 cost 2k, 1k counter. Your turn, once per turn, when a Dawn card is returned from your field to the Dawn deck, up to one of your big Mom Pirates type characters get +2 cost until the end of your opponent's next turn. That's not too bad. I don't know, it's kind of tricky because we're starting to see the value of these plus costs like KO or removal mitigators, but so far it's only been great as in like an event card or a stage card. You would think that in a character at least it has counter, right? But I don't know, like maybe if it replaced itself, because that's what the other ones do, right? What is it? Going Merry, right? You play it out, you draw one and it gives +2 cost or something, and then the other one is what was it called? I know it's black. I know it's in a starter deck, and it's a Straw Hat card. I have my crew, right? Draw 1 card, give +3 cost. So I think that is what is like needed for like a plus cost effect. So the fact that it doesn't draw you a card, maybe it's not runnable, but the option is there. Okay, we have the 10 Siblings, who's just a vanilla 2k. This should have been the Straw Hat slot. 5 cost 6k would have been perfect. Maybe next set OP12. Okay, purple events, when 2 men are fighting, the last thing I need is some half-ass assistance. So 1 Dawn counter event, you can declare a cost, and then yada yada yada. So if you can call it correctly, it's +5k. Oh, that makes your leader ability really defensive, right? Because on opponent's attack, you can do it. You can look at the top card of their deck, and then Dawn -1, and then you spend a Dawn, because you'll know what card is on top. So you can counter for 6k total this way. Right, 1 return Dawn plus 1 active Dawn to spend to counter for 6k total. That's really defensive. Okay, I like it. And trigger draw card. Gear 2, Gear 2nd. It's a 1 Dawn event. On main, you can rest 2 of your Dawn cards, and then if your leader is blue, add it to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and rest it. Then counter, one of your leaders gets +3k. Okay, at worst, it's a guard point. At best, it's a to die for, the 3 Dawn ramp, right? Because it's 1 Dawn plus 2 more to ramp. But only if you're a blue leader, so it is for this guy, right? It seems like this guy wants to ramp too to get to 8 ASAP so that you can start using your leader ability the turn after. I know if I say just the word 8, people are going to be like, it's not the turn that you have 8 Dawn. It's the turn where you start with 8 Dawn and then ramp to 10. I know. Okay. But yeah, this is a great option, right? Because when you don't need it for ramp, you have it as a 3k counter in the late game. Actually, yeah, I really like this. What the heck? It's just a rare too. Okay, we have Cognac Mama Mash. 6 cost on main, declare a cost. Okay, yada yada. If you get it correct, KO up to one of your opponent's characters at an original cost of 8 or less. 6 Dawn to KO and 8 cost. That is efficient, but it's only original cost, so you cannot combine it with any cost reduction. Not too many things are over 8 anyway. This kills Gakomoria. Then you have 4 Dawn to work with for the rest of your turn, I guess. And then as a trigger, you can ramp 1 active Dawn. Yeah, this could be like a 2 of or something. I can see that. A world where that is a thing you could do. Okay, moving on to black, we have Aramaki. 1 cost 2k, 2k counter. Activate main, you can trash this character. If your leader has a navy type, choose up to one of your characters with a navy type. That character can attack active characters during this turn, then trash 2 cards on the top of your deck. Well, it's a 2k counter. I guess it gives you utility if you're trying to go for like a a board control kind of game plan. Oh yeah, these are probably cards for Koby that we couldn't get to see because we only went over red, green, and blue last time. So we'll see the rest of Koby support here. Yeah, we're expecting, or we're hoping to get like power down in black. It's uncharacteristic, but I think that's what Koby needs. So if it's not here, maybe Koby's doomed. Okay, so we have Caribou, 1 cost 2k power, 2k counter. Blocker on play, trash 2 cards from your hand. From your hand? Huh? Do you want to go down in hand size? I guess. No, wait, do you? What is this for? There must be something, but I guess it's a 2k counter in the end and a blocker. I guess when you're at 0 cards in hand, you just play out this Caribou and it's like free. I don't know. Okay, Kuzan, 4 cost 5k, 1k counter on play, trash the top 3 cards of your deck. That's good at filling your discard for all your effects. When attacking, up to one of your leaders or characters with the navy type can attack active characters during this turn. Okay. So yeah, that plays around. Let me just show the Koby again so you guys get reacquainted. He lets your sword characters attack characters on the turn that they're played. So it's like pseudo rush, and then he gives like protection to a lot of your navy type characters if they have 7k power or less. Originally, you can buff them and it still protects them as long as you have cards in your discard. So all these black cards that fill our discard help keep our other navy type cards alive. Okay, we have Kurozumi Orochi, 3 cost 4k, 1k counter on play, add to 1 smile type card with the cost of 5 or less from your trash to your hand. I don't think that is for Koby. I don't know what is that for at the moment. I guess I could look. Smile type card. Smile. Oh, so it's like any of these actually, right? What was the cost again? 5 or less on play. Hey, you got quite a lot more targets than I was expecting. Oh, not these two. These are smiley, but the rest of these are smile. Okay, well, I don't know if it's going to be worth looking it over, so we'll just skip it for now. Koribu, who is not Caribou. 3 cost 5k, 1k counter on play, trash 1 card from your hand. Activate main, you can trash this character, play up to 1 Caribou with the cost of 4 or less from your trash. So you can trash a card to play Koribu, to play out Caribou, to trash 2 more cards from your hand. I don't know. Maybe there's gonna be a Caribou leader next set that makes this make sense. I don't know. Okay, Sarahebi, 5 cost 6k vanilla, 2k. Animal Kingdom Pirates and Smile, so not Navy. We have Shu, 4 cost 5k, 1k counter. This card, the art for this is really cool actually. Okay, Blocker. Once per turn, when your opponent's character attacks, you can activate this effect. If the character has slash, this character gets plus 5k power. Yeah, if it's like attribute related, it's probably not great at the moment. They're gonna really have to like shoehorn that kind of mechanic in a later set. But for now, I don't think these are reliable enough. Black Maria is just a vanilla. Briscola is just a chump blocker in the Animal Kingdom Pirates and Smile type. Okay, so you have a Orochi target here within the same set. Very good. 4 cost 5k, 2k counter. On play, your opponent places 3 event cards from their trash to the bottom of their deck in any order. Is this tech against Lucci? Right, it gives them less things to return to their deck to KO, I guess. I don't know. I do not know. We have Helmeppo, SR Helmeppo, 6 cost 7k, no counter. On play, you can trash 1 card from your hand, draw 1 card, and play up to 1 sword type character with the cost of 8 or less from your trash other than Helmeppo. Then at the end of this turn, you can place 1 character played out by this effect to the bottom of its owner's deck. Okay, so it like gives you something from your trash to attack with for a turn. And I think it's only usable in Koby because Koby can give it pseudo rush if it's like a sword type character. Did we see any good ones? I'm guessing there's more in black, but we saw in red at least. Hibari would be nice, bring her out, get minus 2k to something, and then when Hibari attacks, you can get plus 1k to this character, and then the leader Koby can attack into something too. Extract is just a vanilla. Oh, I do see something here. Okay, we'll go over that. It must be for that. I saw 8. Okay, oh, it's not even the next card. Bogard is just a vanilla 2k for Navy. Morgan is a vanilla. Monkey Dagarp is 8 cost 8k. On play, you can place... Why is Koby like in the corner of each of these cards, right? He's in the corner here, he's in the corner here. On play, you can place 3 cards with the Navy type from your trash to the bottom of your deck in any order. Give it to one of your leaders, 1 Rested Dawn. And then if there is a character in play with a cost of 9 or more, kill to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 7 or less. That sounds way too restrictive, but it's an SR. So they need 2 characters in play. They need 1 big one and then another one that you can KO. So this doesn't handle the big one, but you'll get rid of the small one and give a Dawn to your leader. I don't know. But yeah, you can play this out with the Helmeppo actually, because it's 8 costs. Oh, but he's not sword. Never mind. So Garp, what are you for? I guess it's still good to play 8 and pop a 7 drop. I wish the part that checked the 9 cost was it checks for original cost of 9 or more. So that way you can cost reduce it and it'll, like that one character fulfills both conditions, right? It'll be an original cost of 9 or more and also be a 7 cost for you to KO. But that doesn't seem to be the case. I don't know, Garp. Okay, we have Ripper. 1 cost 1k, 1k counter. If you have a black navy type character in play other than Ripper against blocker. Okay, not bad. Oh, where's the Koby? Is it the secret rare? Okay, I guess we'll see it at the very end. So navy event, 1 cost counter. I'm losing my edge. Okay, I read it in the reverse order. Up to one of your leaders or characters get plus 1k power during this battle, and then if your trash has 10 or more cards, add up to 1 black character with the cost of 3 or less from your trash to your hand. I mean, so it's inefficient in that it's 1 Dawn for 1k counter, but then if you have a lot of cards in your trash, you can bring back a 3 drop. What do you want to bring? It has to be a black character too. I don't think it's too great unless I'm missing something. Okay, we have Blue Hole. 3 costs on main. You can trash the top 3 cards of your deck, KO to one of your opponent's characters with the cost of 2 or less. Oh, it's like a mini finger pistol. It's worse than finger pistol. Finger pistol, let me bring it up. Finger pistol is 4 Dawn to KO at 5 costs and you mill 2. Blue Hole is 3 costs to KO at 2 costs, right? So it's opposite. It's more Dawn to KO a lower Dawn cost, but you do trash 1 more card. Then on trigger, a leader or character gets plus 1k. Yeah, this is not good. It doesn't seem like. Okay, and then we have I am the man who will become a Navy officer. 1 Dawn event. It's a top 3 searcher for the Navy type, and you discard the rest. Right? It's similar to this is my age, this is my Navy officer, and then on trigger activate the main effect. Yeah, it's good because I think a lot of the Navy decks want to fill your discard anyway. All right, so don't only let Teach have that ability. Give it to everybody else. This is like on top of brand new too, so you have 2 ways to fill your discard for low and still search. Yeah, I think black decks that run the Navy package will run this for sure. Okay, moving on to yellow, we have Otohime. 1 cost 0k power, 2k counter on play if your leader is Shirahoshi. Oh yeah, Shirahoshi, a lot of her cards are probably locked in the yellow part of the the video too, so we get to see the full power of Shirahoshi here. You can turn 1 card from the top of your life face down, draw a card. Okay, this is what we're missing, the part that lets you like make your life face down again so you can use your leader ability. Right, because the problem with her from the green package was that like if your opponent never attacks you and then you can't take that life hit, then you just don't have a leader ability for the next turn that lets you cheat out a body for free, and then you can't attack either. Not for free, for 1 Dawn. Sorry, make that distinction. Okay, so Otohime does that, and you draw a card too. That's not bad. And 2k counter is not bad at all. Okay, Bedge, new Bedge, 2 cost 1k. Why don't they make Bedge like an attacker? He's like a freaking tank. Why is he always like a 2k counter or like a blocker? Okay, what does he do? So 2 cost 1k, 1k counter blocker. Once per turn, if you have a supernova type character other than Bedge that will be removed from the field by your opponent's effect, you may add that character to the top of your life cards face down instead. Ooh, okay. I mean, it's not as good outright as like Tashigi, right? Tashigi rests herself to save that green character. Then Rosenante too can prevent a KO, or even whether it's by effect or by combat, you can trash the Rosenante to save. This one makes it go to the top of your life, which benefits the supernova yellow leaders, right? It goes face down too, so Kid can make it into or use it to make a blocker, and then Law can cheat it out. And yeah, he's a blocker for any other instance, any other case. So yeah, I do quite like this. This is support that archetype needs. I don't know if it saves it, but it's a welcome addition. We have a new Kami. Whoa, they gotta fit everything into the art here. 1 cost 1k 2k counter your turn. Once per turn, when your opponent activates an event or trigger, you can activate this effect. If your opponent has 2 or more life cards, trash the top card of both players life area. Okay, so it's like a feast or famine kind of card. I guess this kind of helps Shirahoshi get rid of that face up life card. And then since your opponent's losing life too, you don't feel as bad, right? You're in parity with them. Is it good for anything else? But yeah, it's a 2k counter. It does have to depend on your opponent activating an event or trigger, so they can play around it to a degree, but it's a 1 Dawn investment. Interesting card. I don't know if it's good or bad, but definitely interesting. It could be like a tech option in the future. For now, I just can't think of anything. Okay, Shakude, 5 cost 7k, activate main. If your leader is Shirahoshi, you may rest this character and then turn 1 of the cards from the top of your life face down, KO up to 1 of your opponent's characters with the cost of 3 or less. It's the fact that Shirahoshi is green and yellow though. If it was black and yellow, maybe this would be good, but it's 5 drop to KO at 3 cost, right? So yeah, I guess it's a way to make your life face down, but then you're foregoing attacking with the 7k. Yeah. Okay, we have Xiarli. 3 cost 4k 1k counter blocker. You may flip the top card of your life face down. Okay, get that for free. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Reveal the 1 Fishman type card at your hand. Okay, so it's a searcher and a blocker, and then yeah, and a life flip face downer. So yeah, great for Shirahoshi. Needs cards like this. We have Charlotte Chiffon. Is Big Mom Pirates vanilla 2k counter. And then we have Zeus 2k 2 cost 2k counter, 2k power as well, 2/2. On play, you can add the top card of your life, top or bottom card of your life to your hand, and then KO to 1 of your opponent's characters with the cost of 5 or less. Oh, so it's Thunderbolt. I was gonna say Lightning Bolt, but it's Thunderbolt. But this is only top card. Is this better? It goes to your hand. So this is infinitely better than Thunderbolt. It doesn't have the trigger, I guess. I guess that's one downside, but it's a 2k counter, and then you could KO a 5 cost, and you don't lose a card in your life either. It goes to your hand. I think this is for Nami, because like lore-wise, Nami does steal Zeus from Big Mom. Spoilers. But yeah, I guess you would run it just as a 2k, and then if you need removal, it's there for that. And then with the Nami, if you do take that life, you draw a card, right? Yeah, once per turn, when a life card leaves any life area, you can draw a card. Oh, people are telling me like it even works when your opponent loses life. I know. What did I indicate that it didn't? I don't know. I feel like people just want to like explain things to you that you already know. Okay, what else? We have Chonmage. Chonmage? I'm going to assume it's Chonmage. 5 cost 6k, 1k counter, blocker, activate me once per turn. If your leader is Shirahoshi, you can turn top card of your life face down. At the end of your turn, set this character as active. Okay. So yeah, Shirahoshi may not be as bad as we thought. All of her face down effects are in yellow, it seems. This one is a blocker that can attack and then untap itself to block. I like it. We have Neptune, Shirahoshi's dad. Spoilers, maybe? No, it's pretty obvious. 5 cost 7k on play. If your leader is Shirahoshi, turn the top card of your life face down. Okay, there's many ways to keep your leader ability active. Draw 2 cards and trash 1 card from your hand. Okay, yeah. Right, it's a vanilla. You set up your leader ability and then you draw a card and filter 1 card out. Okay, we have Pepag, 1 cost 0k, 1k counter on play. If you have a Kami in play, draw 2 cards and trash 2 cards from your hand. I don't know. Okay, we have Fukabushi, Shirahoshi's brother. Spoilers, 3 cost 5k power. If this character would be KO'd, you may rest your Shirahoshi leader or your Fishman Island instead. Is that a stage card? Oh yeah, it's right here. Okay, so you can rest the leader or the stage card on play. You can add the top or bottom card of your life to your hand. KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 1 or less. Well, I guess he's great in that he can like evade KO once or twice, right? If you have the stage and Shirahoshi leader, you can do it twice. But yeah, the on play, it's like a worse Kairos here. It's still 1 cost, right? And he does it if you have a Rebecca or the Creator Colosseum stage, but he's black, right? Kairos can have access to cost reduction. Meanwhile, Fukaboshi has to depend on green and yellow, which cannot do that. We have Mamboshi, 6 cost 7k. It's a vanilla 2k for the Merfolk type. Megalo, 3 cost 2k power, 1k counter. Blocker on opponent's turn. If your leader is Shirahoshi, this character gains plus 4k power. Oh, 3 cost 6k power on your opponent's turn. So 3 cost 6k blocker. Yeah, it's not bad. Not the worst. Not the worst indeed. And then you're able to weave this into a lot of early turns because your leader ability makes it so that you can play any Sea King for 1 Dawn. We have Ryuboshi, who's just a vanilla. We have Red Hawk, yellow Red Hawk. So there's like 3 Red Hawks now in different colors, right? Oh no, 2. Okay, I'm tripping. There's a red and a yellow one. I could have sworn there was like a blue one. Okay, what does it do? On main, you can rest 3 Dawn cards. If both players' total amount of life cards is 5 or more, KO to one of your opponent's characters with an original cost of 5 or less. 4 Dawn to KO a 5 cost. That's pretty standard for 4 cost yellow events. Now on counter, up to one of your leaders gets plus 3k. Okay, I do like this cycle of like 1 Dawn 3k counters that can do other stuff on main. Yeah, I guess it's pretty standard early on, right? When life totals are high, you pay 4 to kill a 5. That's the same as Damned Punk, right? That does that, and then also even Reject. 4 cost to kill a 5 cost, so it meets that standard. Up next is You're Not My Type. One cost counter event. If your leader is Shirahoshi, up to one of your leaders' characters gets plus 4k power during this battle. Trigger KO to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 2 or less. Okay, so 1 down 4k counter for Shirahoshi only. That's good, right? If you're running Shirahoshi, you're running this for sure, even though she's not my type. Okay, Merman Combat Ultramarine. 6 cost main event. Add up to 1 character with the cost of 6 or less face up to the top or bottom of its owner's life area. It's removal, but it's 6 Dawn. That's a lot of Dawn just to heal your opponent. Or heal yourself, I guess? Would you use this in Enel? I guess you could use it in Enel, right? Would you though? What would you do with 4 Dawn? It might be worth it still. Yeah, maybe this is an Enel card actually, not a Shirahoshi card. Right, put some nice trigger. Like 5 cost Shirahoshi. This one's good, right? You can draw 3, discard 2. Or even like Nami, this one. Pop a 5 drop. Okay. Oh, with trigger 2, add up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less. Okay, it does the same thing but with the 4 drop. Yeah, it might be like a 2 of maybe in Enel. We have Fishman Island, the stage card, 2 costs, activate main once per turn. If your leader is Shirahoshi, Jinbei gets like, oh yeah, Jinbei can't get yellow support. That makes sense. I was gonna say like he's getting the short end of the stick, but what does it do? So turn the top card of your life face up to one of your Sea King, Fishman, or Merfolk type characters get plus 1k power during this turn. So it's plus 1k power extra every turn, but you do have to forego, or you have to like make it harder to use your leader ability, right? So you Fishman Island, flip it face up, play a card to flip it back face down, and then use your leader ability to flip it back face up, and then flip it back down again for next turn. Yeah, I don't know. But maybe it's good with Fukaboshi because it protects him. Okay, the secret rares of the set. So the blue one, I didn't go over it with the other blue cards, so let's see what it does. Monkey D. Luffy, 8 cost, 8k power, rush. Okay, that's good already. When attacking, you can trash one card from your hand, return up to one character with the cost of 4 or less to the owner's hand, then give up to one rested Dawn card to your leader or character. That makes it good with the Nami, right? Where is she? Right, because you need Dawn times 1 to activate. So you'll play it on 8. You can play it on 8 and not have to worry about having a Dawn up for your leader. So you'll swing for 8, you'll discard a card in your hand, and then make Nami a 6k who can swing, and then she discards a card in her hand to make her a 7k for the turn. That seems good. Yeah, and it bounces a 4-drop too. That might be pretty relevant. You can bounce a lot of chump blockers out of the way, right? Any blocker like Charlie or something that's 4 costs or less, it cannot be stopped by this Luffy. Is it good for the blue-purple Luffy? I mean, not really, not inherently, but it is a target you can cheat out with Sanji, this 9-cost Sanji, right? Since that Luffy lets you rearrange the top 5 or top 4 at that point cards of your deck because you're taking one of those cards to your hand. You can set it up so that you draw a 2k, or you'll take Sanji or a 2k, then you'll draw a 2k, and then the next card in your life could be that Luffy, the 8-cost Luffy, then you'll play the Sanji out. So you'll develop a 9k, and then you develop an 8k rush attacker who can put down on the leader to attack for 7. You still have 1 down left over too, so you can attack with this guy for 9. Yeah, I like that. Okay, yeah, this is good, I think. And if your opponent plays like a chump blocker, just bounce it back to hand. It'll just be 1k counter. Then we have Koby, the very last card of the set. 8 cost, 9k power. Don't disappoint, Koby. On play, up to one of your characters can attack one of your opponent's active characters this turn. Okay, I'm already kind of disappointed. When attacking though, you can return 2 cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck in any order, give it to one of your leaders or characters plus 1k power to the end of your opponent's next turn. Ooh, okay. Kind of redeemed there, Koby. So this is something you can play for 8, and then it makes... You can pick himself, right, for the on-play, so he can attack an active character the turn that you play him. And then the Koby leader gives it pseudo rush because it's a sword type. But he can't be protected by the leader ability. But let's see, return 2 cards, make your leader... You can make your leader a 6, or you can make this Koby into a 10 until your opponent's next turn. So you can make your leader a 6k base actually, right? 6k base Koby, then you have a rested 9k attacker here that is hard to attack into. Hopefully 8 cost is hard for them to remove too. What else can I say about this? This works with Helmeppo too, right? Because he's 8 cost and a sword type. So Helmeppo, you trash a card and you draw a card, so like you're potentially discarding this Koby to your discard to play it out, basically, and then you draw a card to replace it, so you're not losing anything at all here. So you play a 6 cost 7k out, you'll get the free Koby 9k swing. Koby can even turn Helmeppo into an 8k base if you want to swing with them. But you probably pick your leader, right? So 6k base leader. So leader swings for 6, this Koby can attack an active character for 9, and then Helmeppo can attack a rested character, I guess, because he can't attack active, right, at this point. Then end of the turn, you bottom deck the Koby. Yeah, that's cool. I like it. Koby Helmeppo combo. Is this usable in any other black deck though? Yeah, I don't think so because he can't attack. So his on play is just letting one of your characters attack an active character. Then you have to wait till next turn to get benefit. So it's only usable in a Koby deck actually. But yeah, I still like it regardless. Okay, so that is every card in OP11. Any standouts in these colors? Well, I did like that all the Shirahoshi like life manipulation is in this set, or in this color, in this package here. So Shirahoshi might be not as bad as I thought. I'll have to try her out. Zeus is pretty neat, 2k counter that can KO. Red Hawk is neat too. What else? Of course, the 2 secret rares seem really good, especially the Luffy. I think Luffy's the standout card here. Koby is great, but only in a Koby deck, as we mentioned. For black cards, I do like the Navy Searcher event that discards at the end. Helmeppo's neat, right? You can cheat out the Koby. That's a lot of stats. What else? This Garp is disappointing, unfortunately, at least from what I can theorize off of him. Maybe you guys know something better. Let me know how to use this Garp. Everything else kind of sucks ass. Yeah, I don't know about Koby. I don't think the black side helps too much more. It did give it a nice combo with the Helmeppo and Koby, but then I feel it just needs more power reduction, you know? Because they can't outright KO stuff. In purple, Katakuri might be interesting. Just the fact that you can get plus 1k power on both you and your opponent's turn. Oh, definitely this A-cost Katakuri seems really great, right? If you can play this in the blue-purple Luffy deck, right? You can play the Sanji into this Katakuri, or even into the 9-cost Big Mom, right? This one, you heal yourself, even though you're a 3-life leader, you'll heal, so it's no big deal. Then on future turns, if you play out this Katakuri, you can untap himself and that Lin Lin, so you have a blocker and then an attacker your opponent can't touch. So I like that. Everything else was kind of meh. This Pero, I thought it was great, but kind of meh in the end. And then all the Impel down stuff, I don't think that helps Hanya Ball at all. Oh yeah, that's it, huh? Okay, yeah. OP11, I don't know. I feel like the leaders are a lot stronger than the cards, especially these two. I think these two are like the standout leaders, both in blue. I'd be interested to try out Shirahoshi. Koby, I don't know, I'm hoping I'm wrong about him, but it doesn't seem that great. Jinbei just seems kind of ass, and then what else is there? Katakuri seems meh as well. That's it. Okay, so I'm gonna be buying this set just for these two leaders. Hopefully I get the alt arts. Let me know what you guys thought of OP11, if I missed any interactions, because I kind of read over everything really quickly. This is my first time looking at it. Let me know in the comments below, and then I'll like in a future video complain that, what are you guys telling me these things? I already know, even though I'm the one asking you guys to explain it to me. Yeah, I know. I get the irony there. But that's why you guys like me, right? I hope. Okay, yeah, so that's it for this video. Hope you found it as entertaining or interesting and learned something new at least. And subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Check out my other videos. I upload pretty much every day. A lot of content for you to peruse. My collab era is coming to an end, so hope you guys won't miss it too much. I guess that's it. Oh, if you're wondering where this deck builder is, I haven't shared it publicly yet, so sorry. Once I like work out the bugs and the kinks and I'm confident in it, then I'll release it publicly, but for now, sorry, I'm just using it for my own videos. Okay, bye!
Car D Kaizoku.